Yellow, yellow. Welcome in. Sound check, sound check. Still check. That's all sound good. Everyone can hear me. It sounds good on my phone. Oh, that's still open. Let's turn that off. This is my current background. We should swap that, but I don't care. Actually, we do need to switch that. Never mind. I was gonna have it like this, but then I decided otherwise. Oof, that's an ugly green. Why is that like that? Green, green, green. There we go. There. Is that a good green? Good, good. It sounds like everyone can hear me. Alright, we've got a very special video today. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Who's this nerd? How do I... Alright. Shoot, nerd. Okay, okay. I still haven't figured out how to get my YouTube up here. Be gone. Oh, be gone. Yeah, yeah. Be gone. Freaking nerd. Alright. So. Wait, this should be capturing my Google. Why isn't this capturing my Google? Properties. This Google. Alright, here we go. Here we are. Okay. So, we're going to start off today's stream with going over everything that we know about the story of Subnautica so far. And then we're going to dive into Subnautica 2. Finally. Finally. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting for that. Also, I just got my dinner. It's Taco Bell. And so I might be munching here and there. So apologies if you can hear that. But I'm hungry. I just didn't want to be too late for you guys. I should have my Subnautica music up and going. Oh, good. You guys can't actually see that. I'm going to turn that up a little bit because the Subnautica playlist is a little quiet. Alright. So, from what I know, this is all that I know about Subnautica, is that there's this planet, 4546b, this is the map of the first game, that this alien planet called these aliens called the Architects Alan below zero. Google will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. So this species of aliens that are half biological, half like technology, so they are basically cyborgs, were traveling the globe expansively and were like basically colonizing all over the galaxy until they hit this planet here, 4546b, which they were doing research on and studying, and they ended up getting a disease from it called the Karar. And that Karar was getting super deadly and super what's the word? It passes really quickly. But contagious, that's the word I'm looking for. It's super contagious and has a nearly 100% kill rate. And so they were like, shoot, well, this planet isn't completely dead, so there's something on this planet that was keeping things on this planet alive. There must be some kind of cure. And so they started doing research and containing things and stuff like that. And they set up research bases all over the planet, especially in this area here, which is like this one. This one down further below is their containment facility and research facility. This one doesn't matter. This one is their power facility, and this one is the important one, primary containment facility. They captured a great leviathan that seemed pretty intelligent, that also seemed to be able to provide the antidote called enzyme something, enzyme 62 or something like that. I don't remember. And that managed to cure, or it seemed to be able to cure the disease. But like that means that only that one could produce that. And so they were trying to replicate the design of that cure so that way they could pass it around, because it spread to not just only this world and the aliens on here, but all across the galaxy. And so they needed that cure for everyone of their species, because they're still half biological. And so they captured the Great Leviathan and were doing research on it and studying it. But because they couldn't really understand, and they were having it they weren't compatible enough to be able to understand what the Leviathan was saying, they never found a cure, and it ended up killing almost every alien in the world, or like in the universe. And so right before they died, they built this, where is it, enforcement platform, which will shoot down anything that enters or tries to leave the planet, so that way it doesn't happen to any other species. So that way, like, when the humans come here, they can't get in, and if they do get in, they can't get off and leave with this disease. And so it shoots everyone down, which is exactly what happened. So all these architects, most of them died, and a lot of them put themselves, because of their half technology state, they put their brains in these computers that are just kind of sitting around waiting to be activated. So then, years and years and years later, this other, you know what? I could probably, no, wait, it's not going to be on here. This other human ship decides to come and investigate this planet called the Degacy. And because of this quarantine platform, they get shot down. They got shot down hard. And as far as we know, there's only been 3 survivors. And that is Margaret. Shoot, what are the other names? Margaret, the boy, and the captain. I don't remember their name. The captain and that's not what, wait, how do I, there it is. The captain kind of takes charge, and his little boy is a researcher. And then there's the Margaret, who is a mercenary who the captain hired for the extra set of hands. Do the most. So yeah. I try to go over like any. I want to try to learn any game that I really play. So I will be going over. So Margaret is a mercenary who was hired by the captain for an extra set of hands. And so they crash, and they're like, shoot, we're here now. And so they build up here on this island here because they want an island. And they start, actually, it's this one here. And so they start like farming a little bit and like manage to be surviving a little bit. But then a flood comes, and it starts raining, and it destroys their base. And they were only doing like okay. They weren't like thriving or anything. And so they're like, we need more food. We need to start expanding. We need to try something else. This isn't working. Our base is now destroyed. This is the best time. We got nothing. What's the worst that could happen? And so they decide to go deeper into this cave here, the jelly shroom caves here. It's actually underneath these areas. So they started expanding here, and they built this base here. And they're like, okay, we've learned a little more. This is okay. We're like, the captain hates everything. The captain and Margaret are fighting this entire time. And because Margaret wants to take things head on, is serious, and the captain wants to take things way more cautious and corporate like, and the kid, the son, is just fascinated by this planet. Because he's a researcher, he's like super interested in all that. So he's learning about the crab squids and stuff. So after they set up base here, it's kind of going okay, but they don't have a lot of resources. And so they're just going to kind of die off here if they can't find a way to get off the planet and stuff. And since there's not a lot of resources here, they're like, we need to move. And so Margaret and the son talk the captain into going deeper, which is this base here. So they go kind of closer back to the island, but deeper into this grand reef. And this is when they start getting sick from the Karar too. They get these green pustules on his hands, and they start getting sick and have a cough. And so the son starts doing research and starts trying to find cures, and he's like, and find ways to get rid of it. But because the Leviathan has been trapped for so long that there's barely any cure left in the sea, barely any more enzyme 42 left. And so it's enough to keep like some things alive, but not a lot. And so he's been trying to research and figure out what's keeping all these guys alive still. And they notice that Leviathans don't seem to be getting as sick. The great Reaper Leviathans and the Ghost Leviathans seem to be okay. So Margaret, being so cool and totally bad A, decides to go and kill a Reaper Leviathan. So she does that and keeps it barely alive, like just clinging on to its last breaths, and tows it back with a sea moth back to this base, so that way the boy can research it. And all seems like it's going well until it turns out that the Margaret was followed by a different Reaper Leviathan and didn't notice. So this other Reaper Leviathan comes in, destroys the base, kills Captain, kills Margaret, and the boy barely manages to escape and goes and swims upward to the floating islands again, this floating island. So now the captain's dead, the base is destroyed, he's kind of screwed, he's sick, he's got all these pustules, he's slowly dying, and he kind of just accepts his fate. So he builds this island, one of these two, and just kind of lives out the rest of his days. Presumably not long before he ends up dying. And he's like, well, this sucks, but he's dead. From either the disease or some kind of monsters or just not enough food. Something kills him. He's dead, as far as we know. And then Margaret ends up, we think dies, but not really. That's a spoiler, but Margaret doesn't end up dying. She gets taken off by the Reaper Leviathan. The captain dies. It gets eaten. Now, the Aurora, we come in. So, at, 3, the Aurora. This is where all the main game happens. The Aurora is going out to the furthest stretches of the galaxy to expand their company, Altera, think Amazon, Altera, influence. So they're expanding, and they're going to build this giant freaking teleporter out in space, so that way it's easier to expand further and further, right? And so that's why they're out here. But they're going to swing by this planet 4546b and do a quick scan to see if they can find the Legacy and any survivors. They're like, well, we're out here, we'll do a quick sweep. And so they get close enough to do a quick scan, and they get shot down, which they do have all the sea moths and Cyclops stuff because they were expecting to do a rescue, or just in case they could rescue. And so the Aurora gets shot down. Everyone dies. Everyone on the ship, other than this one lone janitor, basically dies, which is us. I don't remember his name. I don't, no, not Robin. Name of main character in Subnautica 1. Riley, that was it. All right, so Riley, the janitor, survives, but everyone else ends up dying. Some of them end up surviving for a little bit and die to the Krar. A lot of them get eaten. One of them explodes, but everyone other than Riley dies. And so we make our way through the game, somehow surviving. We figure out what happened to the Degassi, and stuff like that. So we start traveling down and exploring more, and we realize that we can't turn the gun off. We're like, shoot, the gun won't turn off unless we're cured. So we can't get out of here until then. And so we travel down and down and further and further and further until we finally get to the primary containment facility, where we can talk to the Leviathan. It's smart enough to talk to us. And since we're 100% biological, we can actually communicate, unlike the architects couldn't. So we help the Leviathan's babies get hatched and released into the world. So the babies get out of the containment facility. And because of that, we can get the cure. So now everything's starting to get cured because the babies are releasing the cure. And then we shut down the base, the island base, and we can get out of here. And so we peace on out of here. We're cured, we shut down the base, we learn what happened, and we're out. And we get picked up by Altera. There's a chance that we can get picked up by the Sunbeam as well, if the Sunbeam doesn't get shot down during the mountain incident. But that doesn't matter. We get out of here. We go home. We're a hero. Like, Riley writes a book. He explains how he survived. He goes on television, stuff like that. And he's pretty cool. And it kind of boosts Altera way higher up on the charts because of how famous he was and how crazy that goes. So now we can go on to... Oh, wrong one. I'll just close this. And so so Riley pieces out. Everyone else is dead, basically. And the Krar is cured, as far as we know. The Krar is cured. And that means that... Let's reset this. Actually, I don't care. Hide all. One second. Let me reset this. My account. Reset progress. Okay. There we go. And then we'll put on alien structures and Altera structures. Here we are. Okay. So just to recap, aliens show up, they die off, we show up, we get cured, and we peace out. Yes, so you played as the janitor in the first game and end up surviving and piecing out and becoming famous. Now, the second game comes in, which I'll go over the story, but it really isn't all that important to the overall story. Excuse me. Yay! Good job. Yeah, so the Subnautica Below Zero isn't all that important to the overall story. So, because Riley, the janitor, ends up piecing out and learns about the aliens, which is crazy. We didn't know about alien life still existing outside. So now that he went back home and got famous and all that, Altera learns that there's like cool tech and stuff to learn on this planet. And so Altera comes back to study and research things. And so they end up owning 4546b. They own the planet because they found it. So they set up some bases around here and there. And these researchers, this is like on one of the polar ice caps. And so they set up a few research bases here and there and around and start researching the cool things around. And are trying to learn more about the alien tech. But it's not going great, but they're making progress of learning, at least. So that's all great. And then during one of the research expeditions, they end up finding a giant leviathan trapped in ice. I don't know if you can find it on. Nope, you can't find it. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July. I forgot to say that. I hope you guys' 4th of July was too. That was great too. And so, alright. So they end up finding a giant leviathan that still has the Krar, which should have all been cured, right? But because this leviathan was trapped in ice, it still had a little bit of the disease. And so they started doing research on it and doing like experimental subjects and stuff like that. And like real dangerous stuff, because if it gets out, it could kill everyone. But they were like, whatever, evil corporate greed stuff, right? And so they start researching it. And one of the researchers called Robin, characters in Subnautica below 0. Who is it? Robert. Sam. No. All right. So Sam is one of the researchers that's like not cool with that. So Sam blows up literally everything. And oh wait, first let's go over Margaret. So it turns out Margaret survived. We're going to go through that first. Margaret survived by killing the Reaper Leviathan and drifting on its corpse for like weeks, and ends up at one of the polar ice caps. And so she ends up eating the Leviathan and barely surviving and stuff like that. And she runs into Sam, and Sam's like, I don't like what they're doing here. They're risking everything on this stupid bacteria. And so they work together to blow up all the bases and scare Altera off, basically. And so now all the bases are destroyed. Like this one is like half buried in snow. It's abandoned. It's not in good condition. This one is all destroyed and blown up and stuff like that. And so it ends up killing Sam during it, because she wasn't trying to kill anyone. She just wanted to stop the research and prevent it from happening, like anything bad from happening. And so it ends up killing her, and it shuts down all of Altera's research up here for the time being. And then Sam's sister, Robin, our character in this game, is told that she died due to her mistake. And we're like, bull crap. She would never be careless enough to make some kind of mistake. And so we break into this planet, which, remember, is owned by Altera. And so we totally trespass into this planet to find out what happens. And we find out exactly that she did die due to kind of her own mistake, but it was because of this. They were doing evil science, basically. Like they were like exposing an Krar to potentially be escape and kill everybody, which Altera did not want you to know. And so we figure that out, but during so we find one of the architects, and it ends up downloading itself into our brain, which we do not like. We don't need a voice in our head. And so we build it a body. We explore and we find all its body parts and how to build it, and we build it a body, and it's finally out of our head. And that's the entirety of this game, is that we figure out that Altera was experimenting with Karar. Sam goes, no, you're not, blows everything up, and we cure the Leviathan so nobody else can come back and do that. And then we get an alien best friend. Now, Robin doesn't have a sister. She's trapped on this planet, technically trespassing, and is like, well, this kind of blows. And so we go with the alien, Alan, to go check out their homeworld. And so we ride off into the sunset with Alan to see if there's any architects left, because he, as far as we know, he's the only one who survived. And that's basically where this story ends. Oh, good night, Andy. Night, 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 night. And so, yeah, Karar happens. It gets cured. Everyone goes home. But, let's open YouTube. Subnatica. We want unknown worlds. Unknown. This works too. Playlist. So now we're prepping for Below Zero, or Subnautica 2. So Alan goes home. He's famous. All that. Or not Alan. Riley goes home. He's famous. All that. And then so disasters befall Altera. But that doesn't really matter. So now we're going to go on to this. If we ignore the ads.
There are better places.
So these are what kind of happens between Subnautica 1 and Subnautica 2. Alright, notice where we are. We're obviously on one of the human planets in somebody's home, listening to the radio. We can see that it seems to be like a family with a mom, a dad, and some kid. They're obviously human. They seem to be part of the human settlement because that's one of the PDAs. There's a baby still happening. And a little kid. So maybe it's actually two kids. A baby and a little kid.
Other news. Altera has recently surveyed faraway planet Zazora, reporting harsh, desert-like conditions. These unexpected findings have led to a sharp drop in the public company's stock after their insistence that Zazora would be ideal for their Pioneer program.
So, Altera is still out there exploring, researching, stuff like that. And they're out there looking up, exploring and trying to find stuff. And so they've got this thing called a Pioneer program that people could join to go explore the great unknown. They were currently looking to this planet called Zazora, which is like a giant desert planet that they're hoping to explore next. And they're hoping it turns out to be another great benefit to them and society like 4546B was.
Pioneer program. What a clever way to rebrand what we all know they're doing. Colonizing. The Transgov Altera once claimed the Mongolian independent states were crazy for settling in the Ariadne arm of the galaxy. But after this utter failure, it seems that the crazy ones are actually...
So remember, Altera is like Amazon, where it's freaking big, it's famous, but that doesn't mean that it's the government, and that doesn't mean that it's good. So there's a lot of people who are against it, who don't like them, who's like, this sucks. That's what Robin was in the Below Zero. Robin hated Altera, while Sam, her sister, worked for Altera. And so, yeah.
Welcome back to Intergalactic Intellectual Radio Hour. After his miraculous tale of survival on the ocean planet of 4546b, he became a household name. A name synonymous with heroism, adventure, and bravery in the face of the unknown.
So so Riley from the first game became famous after surviving and coming back.
It's an honor to introduce Riley Robinson and his new book, 4546b, Surviving the Impossible.
He wrote a book.
Thank you for coming on the show, Riley.
Honey, you in there?
Yeah,
It's time to tuck her into bed.
coming. Okay. Come here.
Hi.
Oh, are you ready to go to sleep?
There you go.
Hey, Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Boo-way, 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 da. Boo-way, boo-way, da. Boo-way, da. Boo-way.
I'm going to skip through this so that way we're not sitting here
It's been
all
reported
day.
in the far reaches of the Ariadne arm. Scientists are still researching the bacterium's behavior, but be on the lookout for the following symptoms.
So, some disease.
Celebrate summer in style.
No, shut up.
The Ariadne arm, Altera, and the Trans-System Federation continue to seize our states. Amidst the mysterious outbreaks and political upheaval, Mongolians are fleeing in mass exodus as they try.
Political bullcrap.
One against our oppressors. Only through solidarity can we resist their imperialist intentions. My fellow Mongolian settlers, we must strike from them.
To prevent infection, please avoid contact with anyone who is experiencing the following symptoms: coughing, sneezing, and cysts on the surface of the skin. Together, we can stop the spread.
There's some
not looking good.
disease.
What's new?
We should think about some other options. No need to stay here.
No need? What about the ranch? The embryos in the lab. I mean, the grass is just about to...
Didn't you hear?
I did. The world is ending. But in this house, our world is just beginning. And we won't let anyone or anything ruin our dreams.
The first free-range ranch in the Ariadne arm. I get it. It's my dream too. But don't you think there are...
So the Ariadne arm is a point in space, kind of like we're in the arm of a galaxy. And so there's like political tension and like civil wars starting and stuff like that. And most importantly, some kind of crazy disease that's going on as well, that's spreading.
more? Come here, my little coo.
But the mom and dad are like, the dad is like, this is dangerous. We honestly should be thinking about getting out of here and doing something different. Well, the mom is like, this was our goal. This was our dream, was to have a ranch out here and become free and start a family. And so they kind of have, they both want that, but the dad is being like, but all this dangerous stuff is happening. We need to look at long term.
The Corral bacterium has advanced faster than we ever could have imagined.
All right, big news right there, Carrar bacterium. So, although the Carrar was cured on 456b, somehow it's gotten out and is spreading through the galaxy like crazy.
There are reports of mutated xenomorphs.
Mutated xenomorphs. Ah, yes, it's been confirmed. All right, so it's gotten out. It's like getting all over everyone, and it's killing hundreds and thousands, and it's spreading throughout the galaxy, which will eventually lead into, oh, what's the game's name? Oh, 1 second. Let me give me a second. I'm trying to think. What is Unknown Worlds? No. All right. I think we have to go to their store page. Unknown Worlds Entertainment. All right. Natural selection. So, this is what happens in the far, far future of Subnautica. Because these monsters and this disease that's going around are called the Karar. And so right now, it's kind of been confirmed that some of them are like some people who are getting infected are and getting diseased are mutating and turning into these alien monsters. So this is already starting. This is not that far off into the future of what's happening right now. But this game was built before Subnautica. And so who knows how much of it's going to be canon and how much of it's going to be retconned.
Threatening our way of life. Some say the only option we have is to isolate, dare I say, give up on the Ariadne army. But there is hope. There is help. The frontiersmen are en route as we speak, leading the mitigation efforts to help stop the spread and protect the human race. I, Admiral Rathine Studeber, ask for your calm and your support. Together, we will restore the...
Disease. Turmoil. Our world is getting darker each day. You and your family are in danger. But amidst the darkness, there is light. Join Altera's pioneer program aboard the Cicada and discover your light on the desert oasis of Zazura.
Alright, so disease, all that is happening in the Adrati, or whatever it's called, arm. And the government's trying to help, but it's not really doing a whole lot. Things aren't going great. There's disease, civil unrest, stuff like that. So Altera's stepping in to be their so-called savior, and is trying to get people to join their pioneering program to go explore Zazura, the desert oasis planet. I don't know why they keep calling it an oasis planet when it's a desert. It's a desert.
Zazura is waiting for you. Zazura is ready for you. Sign up today at...
By the authority granted to me by the Charter and with the full support of 37 transgovs, I hereby declare martial law across the Mongolian independent states. It is a necessary step for the protection and survival not just of the TSF, but of humanity itself. Today, I will outline new protocols which will be strictly enforced by our frontiersmen.
Yeah, so they just invoked quarantine, basically. They're quarantining the Arianda whatever arm.
To aid the mission, they will be equipped with the latest in nanotechnology and weapon systems.
I think the Cicada is what we've been waiting for.
This again.
You've got to accept reality, Hana. The grass on the range isn't growing. The horses are starving. And don't forget, last week our lab was raided and our samples taken away.
But we can start over. I'm meeting with the others in a few days to rework the plans and...
I don't want to abandon the ranch either. This was supposed to be our life. But as my Ime always said, we can adjust the sails, but we cannot adjust the wind. I'll create a home for us on Zazura. And you build the ranch of our dreams here. But promise me, please, if things are still bad or get worse, you'll come join me.
Deal.
So, the dad with the little girl is deciding to join the pioneering program and go explore Zazura and try to make a new home there. While the mom wants to stay and build up the ranch of their dreams, and basically whoever does best, the other one will go to. So if the dad succeeds, has a decent exploring thing going on, is building a new ranch there, and at the mom, like on this planet, everything kind of is going to crap still, things aren't growing still, and stuff like that, then their plan is to go meet up with the dad. But if everything starts going well for the mom and the ranch, things start growing, it starts taking off, and they start doing good, then the dad, once he's done with the exploring, will come back and help.
Hey, little goo. Dad's going to go away for a while.
What?
Don't you fear. I'll always be right here.
In Albion, no matter where you go or
Oh my goodness, why is there an ad every single video? So she's getting sick. The mom is getting sick.
So, just like Ime taught us, you take the wrapper and put just a little meat in it.
Okay, then fold it in like this?
Oh, no, that's too much. I said just a little, silly.
Okay. I got it, Mom. I got it.
All the modern technology and state-of-the-art research put into this expedition. How could this have happened? Was it negligence at Altera? Was it some kind of miscalculation or technical error? Or was the whole thing just a flawed vision right from the start?
After repeated attempts to re-establish communication with the Cicada, the Altera Corporation reports that they have deemed the vessel officially lost in space.
The Cicada. The spaceship the dad is now on, who was supposed to go to Zazora and join the pioneering program and explore that alien planet, has now mysteriously disappeared from space. Completely gone. Fell off the face of the earth.
The Cicada was en route to the desert planet of Zazora as part of Altera's highly advanced pioneer program. We are still confirming the number and identities of the passengers on board, but our hearts are with the families of those to celebrate.
We're not gonna sit here and listen to them cry. Sad, but too bad. I honestly don't know if I've seen this one yet. No, I haven't. Ooh. Alright, quick look around. Rebreather. Mayday, mayday, this is ISV Cicada. So we're listening to some emergency broadcast. That's an oxygen tank. We look like we're on some kind of water-based planet.
ISV Cicada. We are in an uncontrolled descent and breaking up. We made an unscheduled phase gate transit. Position unknown. No one detected a signal and diverted. Gas giant around an N0 binary. Now entering the moon's atmosphere. This is ISV Cicada. 40,000 souls aboard. Mayday! Mayday! We are breaking up.
Wait, let's re-listen
No
to
one
it.
detected a signal and diverted. Gas giant around an N0 binary.
So they diverted, something went wrong, and now they're crash landing into this moon.
Entering the moon's atmosphere. This is ISV Cicada. 40,000 souls aboard. Mayday! Mayday! We are breaking up. This is ISV Cicada.
Ooh. Alright, and that's all we got from the Voices of Beyond. So now,
AI is everywhere.
so that's all we know is that I assume we're going to be one of the members. I don't know if I doubt we're going to be the dad, because I heard that there's like the multiplayer wouldn't make sense for that, and that I think there's some kind of character customization, I imagine. And so I doubt we're going to be the dad, but that's just like an example of people who are on board of the Pioneer. Give you a little like motivation to survive kind of stuff. So now we're gonna go look at this. We're gonna look at the advertisements for Subnautica 2 and check those out. So these are like the trailers and stuff. So I know that's the new sea moth, basically. I think it's called the tadpole. No, that's one's the tadpole. I don't know what this one is. It looks like a different variation of it, maybe. Oh, probably that's like these are like the multiplayer seats or something. That's like solo. I know that that's some kind of multi-tool. I know that much. And that machine looks crazy. I don't know what he's got there in his hand or why he needs it. But that looks like one of the shark types. It doesn't seem big enough to be a leviathan. Maybe one of the smaller leviathans, because there were some pretty small leviathans in Below Zero. These biomes are looking cool. Whoa. I can't tell if that's like a kraken or a clam. I want to say that's a giant clam. That's cool. That's real cool. Those look so cool. I really hope our wings like that can't break in the game, because I'm renowned for crashing into stuff. I wonder what that is. It looks like a giant barnacle, obviously, but it also looks like some kind of giant tree of life kind of thing. I assume this is some kind of part of the crash landing or something. Escape pod. Wait, what did it say? I couldn't make out what the first words was, but it said, find a convenient way to die.
For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Good luck.
Alright, this looks just like the Safe Shallows, doesn't it? It looks just like the Safe Shallows from the first game.
Sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Good luck. No one wants to talk about how we got here. All you need to know is it's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
Die over and over again? Is like respawning part of the story?
We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Forget your debt. Forget Noah. Forget Altera. Forget the life you imagined. It's all gone now. You're going to die here. And that's all right.
Bull crap.
The most interesting thing you can see and explore. Wouldn't that?
Wait, did you hear that? Pick the most interesting thing that you can see and explore it. Well, just before that, it was... Oh, what? Is it not... Oh, we haven't been showing the stupid thing. Darn it!
That set you free. And I know
All right, we'll go over this real quick. All right, so this looks like the suit, the new Seamoth. Don't know what this gun-looking thing is. We'll set it. Oh, there. I can't like put it on like ×8 speed. Weird Leviathan-looking creature, but not sure if it is one that shoots nails. You can find all these online on like store page and YouTube, I'm sure. And then like this giant clam. Look at this. Don't know what's up with that. These flying rays? They look like blimps. And then a giant tree of life kind of thing here. Which is crazy. But in this one, this is some kind of drop pod. I don't know why we're not part of Camp 1. That looks like it's... Wait, I just realized that. Look at that. It looks like it's been destroyed for a while now. Why? I thought we were the first expedition out. Why is there still something new? Or like, why is there like old stuff? I don't know what's up with this gun, but it looks like it can kind of like pulse or break things. Yeah, listen. If you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. And then like, if you start hearing voices, don't listen to them. But then immediately after, it's like, forget everything, you're gonna die down here. So pick a place that looks cool and swim to it. So it's two contradicting things. Alright, so I think my plan is to play through this game. The first, like this first little bit, like what we have currently out by myself. And then as new stuff pops up and stuff like that, I'm going to play it with friends. I do know that the base building is going to be crazy more impressive than in the first two games. Because I've seen a little bit about the base building. So I'm super excited. Like, look at this. Like, all these rooms are, like, specially designed. You get to build, like, corners and stuff like that. But I do know that the game is pretty limited right now. So, well, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm excited. Let's start this up. Except I don't care. Let's make sure that this properties subnatica 2. Here we go. Now I can turn off my monitor. What the crap? Properties. Properties. Subnautica 2. Come on. Why aren't you showing up? Oh, there we are. There we go. Now it's showed up. Okay, I'm going to put my music or background music on hold for now. So that way we can listen to this. I'm gonna play this on controller because ooh, why is it lagging? Oh my goodness, this is lagging so bad. Why? I'm gonna close it and reopen it and hope that fixes it. Holy crap, that was rough. Oof. I don't know why that... we might have to cancel, and that will... today's stream will just be... I really hope not. We might have to troubleshoot for a while. our first order of business will be to, I don't know, lower the graphics, I guess. Oh, now we're talking. Hey, there we go. Now it's working. Yay, good, good, good. I got real worried there for a second. Let's go to our settings. We're gonna have our max frame rate 60, because I'm fine with 60 and I hope you guys are. I don't like motion blur. I hate, we're gonna go, let's not upscale. I don't care about upscale. What is this? I should have read what that said. Run hardware benchmark. I don't know what that means. Sets the graphics options to a preset based on the results. Sure. I kind of want higher textures a little though. Yeah. Apply. Yes. Background. Let's leave that on so we can have music in the background kind of stuff. Controls, is this gonna, it does look like it's gonna run fine. Colorblind, I'm not colorblind. Camera bobbing, off. I don't like camera bobbing. What else do we got here? Crash reports, auto saves, that would be good. Okay. Sounds like we're good to go for here. Interact, left trigger. Ascend, descend, jump. That's weird, but whatever. Secondary, active tool, tertiary. Active tool, quantitary, what? Next tool, previous tool, ping, open PDA, reload. Ooh. Oh no, not the internet. We're just about to start. Holster, we're going through the settings right now. Set label, drop item, detach. Alright, well, we'll figure that out as we go, I guess. Let's go. Survival. Survival. Play single player. We'll start off with single player playthrough. I'm excited. This is, I'm super excited. The flight to the desert world Azora will last 14 years. It is a one-way trip. It lasts 14 years. When you awaken, your new life begins. Oh, so we're getting like cryo frozen, whatever. Well, I'm a dude, a white dude. Let's customize it all. Okay, so it seems like we kind of have to stick to the presets. But let's go. Blue and green? Blue and green? Or just straight blue? The red and blue doesn't look bad. I think we should go with blue and green. Yeah, yeah. For the forest. The forest. Alright.
Autoprint complete. PDA implant reset to factory settings.
What? Print? Can you guys hear this? Alright, can you, alright, let's, this is so loud for me, so we're gonna put it up on this. Remove that. Add subnatica 2. No. Why do you struggle so much? Okay, this is so loud for me. So I'm gonna put it at like What do we have it? What are you? 57. So we'll bring you down to like 60-ish. Just so that way it's loud, but still not like super overbearing. I'm gonna bring it down. Okay.
Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
Alright. Start letting me move. No, okay. What? Alright, it seems like I need my computer. What am I supposed to do? What? What am I supposed to do? How do I trigger this one? Adaptation required.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here. There's another known
Proceed to adaptation.
Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate.
Okay, we'll listen to you in a minute. Actually, I kind of want to listen to what it says. Okay. I guess you could pause and go back to read what it says.
Thanks to Altera Pioneer Nanotech, your body can adapt survival trait gene donor found.
Click.
You must adapt alien traits to survive.
Ooh.
Sample. Adapting trimethylamine, N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go.
Congratulations. This orb is now your relative.
I don't like that. Why did you say that? That's a terrible way to put that. Ooh, hey, I got 6 skills. Did you see that? That was sick. Alright, this is gonna be so... I'm going back to this.
You will make it. That's why you're the QI. You will make it.
Okay, well, you're no help. What's up, handsome? Oh wait, that's not me. I thought that was me. No, that looks like, I was gonna say Riley, but honestly it doesn't. Riley has a mohawk.
Scanning for necessary adaptation.
Am I throwing off your sensors? Or am I screwing you up? Suit. That doesn't sound good. I am for a sponge. Distraction flare. I don't know what that did, but I did something.
Barometric depth gauge activated.
Ooh, here we go.
Terminated by barotrauma.
This is scary. Look at how dark and deep that is already.
Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call.
I don't know what that is.
There are no other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Set reprint point? Oh, so I guess respawning is a feature. Customize Pioneer. Alright, yeah, that's all I get. Got it. Copying Noah image to left. Was extremely confined. Access mission state. What's going on? Where are we?
Advisor node ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the cicada, or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin?
So our literal job, like we are selected individuals who are investigators to, like I guess we're technically technicians to figure out what's going wrong and why and how to fix it.
The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath. I can't.
Alright. On the back of the pod. What are we releasing? I missed that part. A little bit of oxygen. Cool. This place is terrifying already. This is scary that I have no idea what's going on. Oh, this is so scary. Like, in Below Zero, I kind of knew what was going on. In Subnatica, I definitely knew what was going on because I played it 1,000 times. This is dropped right into it. What are we launching?
Life pod release.
The life pod alone? Wasn't there just a wall? Oh, shit.
Collision.
Oh.
Clearing main thrusters. Stand by. Thruster function restored. Brace for corrective reorientation.
Whoa. Are we in like a volcano or something? Or was that...
Obstructions detected. Increasing thrusters.
Oh shoot, we hit something. Better double down.
Release firing mechanism failure. Brace for impact.
Ow. We can't start a game without whacking our head, can we? That's how 1 started. I think that's how Below Zero started.
Starnav does not recognize the sky. Titan-class biosignature on the horizon.
Whoa.
You are not on Caesura, Pioneer.
Alright. Well, we're not on Zizora. So this looks old. Like, this looks kind of old. How long were we sitting in storage for?
I printed
Missing
26
colonists.
colonists before the Sleep Bay drowned. Many of them more than once. This is my purpose. To reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay. Credit against your contract debt. Risk code, Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA.
Good night, Gabby. Sleep well. I don't know why you're not showing up on my screen, but good night. Let's... There we go. Alright, so, wait, so we're not even the first. 26 people before us were printed, many of them more than once. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. We could pay off some kind of debt that we have, I guess. Okay.
This isn't Caesura. I thought
Right.
you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noah nodes, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence.
Stop being dramatic and
Not
give me
even
answers.
cicada answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
I don't need a sassy AI again. Or an incompetent one. This is crazy.
Locating the colony is your best chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water.
The colony? Oh, so like, are we like the second ship out here or something? And so like there was supposed to be a before ship. Ow, ow. Ow, what was that you? Rude. Titanium.
Prepare tools to corrosion-resistant habitats. Titanium is an ideal structural material.
Oh, this guy looks terrified. Oh, I love him. He's so precious. This has already had time to form barnacles. Unless this barnacle species moves insanely fast, which I have no idea. I'm not some kind of water biologist. That's crazy. That seems like really fast. Alright, I need to switch this. Apply. Why hadn't you been applied? I want to switch this to window full screen. Here we are. Okay. Then we're gonna apply that. Yes. Because my little widget isn't showing up above this. Hi. Alright, so now my little thing up here in this corner is gonna show up. So now when you guys talk to me, I can actually be able to notice it. Well, this doesn't look like... This looks like Safe Shallows, and I don't know if it's just updated, or if we're not even close to 4546B. Whoa, you're cool. Where's the planets? That's... We're not on 4546B. We'd have the two giant planets in our view. This is crazy.
Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
What? Detects a source of genetic adaptations. I don't know what that means. How? I know that there's like...
Advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the oxygen heart icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Remember
Oh, at the top.
you are in command of the mission.
Return to your life pod. But remember, you're in charge. Alright, whoa. Clown crab. Periscopic clown crab. Specifically. This is crazy. This is such a weird feeling to be back in a new game that is Subnautica. Alright, what can we get? What are our goals? We're gonna need some rubber, some fiber. And to get rubber, we need fibrous pulp and Lucifer rot sack. Oh, this is entirely new stuff. I just started remembering everything in Subnautica. Darn it. Multi-tool, 3 titanium. Okay, we can do that. Scanner, some quartz, titanium, a battery. Can't do that anytime soon. Rubber, titanium. Okay. Grease. Corrupted requires fully functional fabricator. Okay. Water slug. Okay, water slugs are how we get water. Man, that's sad. I don't want to kill those guys. They're adorable. Alright, what do you want?
I'm monitoring noxiously elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now, we have to triage.
Wait. Monitoring. So the water's killing us due to lead and other stuff. We have to know if the life pod can cure us. So he wants us to die. No.
I understand.
Alright, I am synced up, right? Why is like everything along this wall customized Pioneer? We only get like 4 choices. Alright, fine. We'll go eat a slug, I guess. Because we are only half with water. I wonder if our health will go down if we don't die. Distraction flare. Dope. Oh, this is the rot sacks.
Alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity.
Digestive incompatibility.
Oxygen.
Stop that. I don't want to breathe air. What does it mean by digestive incompatibility? So if I eat it, it's just gonna kill me? I don't want to turn these guys into water. They're so cute. Look at this little guy shiver. He's so terrified. He's like, oh, please. This is mean. We need to get a water purifier ASAP. This is gonna make me so sad. It only gives me 40 water too. This is terrible. Let's make some rubber, I guess. We need 2 rubber and 2 fiber for that. So let's focus on getting this multi-tool, I guess. Is there not? Oh, there is a storage. Okay, I was like, I thought I saw one, but. Alright, let's throw our first aid in here. Alright. We need more titanium. What's this line? Is that a wire down here? That is a wire. Well, while we're out here, let's follow a wire. What are you? Titanium? Titanium! Titanium? Titanium! Alright, that should be enough to build the multi-tool, I think. But let's keep going. We're gonna need a little more water.
There may be clues to the location of the main habitat.
Yes. Look how corroded this is already. Unless they took me forever to resurrect me. Maybe we aren't the first ship to show up here. I don't know why this is all so corroded already. Metal salvage? Sure. What are you? Oh, you're oxygen bubbles. Dope, dope. What are you? Habitat builder. I needed the scan tool for that. Okay, okay. Requires battery. Don't got a battery. Alright, we will be coming back then, I guess, with a battery. If they just had like a pre-made scanner tool, that would be pretty cool. I'm excited. If this is what our bases can look like, they finally are gonna look like somewhat decent. I'm no architect, but so mine's gonna be rough, but I'm excited that they're actually gonna look somewhat different. Oh, this planet's so beautiful. You know what? They did a pretty banger job on this music too. I definitely have a heavy bias towards the first game's awesome music, but this music does a really good job. The little ringing sounds kind of give you that watery, like deep water vibe, that like the first kind of game does with the echoing sounds. Yes, okay, fine. Why do I feel so slow? Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's a pretty moon. Or gas giant? Whatever that is. I don't know. It's pretty though. I wonder if we're supposed to be on Titan, our moon that's next to Jupiter, because it mentioned that we were like rounding a gas giant. So I don't know. Nutrient blocks are gonna be helpful. What are you? A flashlight. Okay. Well, we've got enough titanium to build the whatchamacallit, the little multi-tools, so might as well go build that real quick and start figuring things out. Oh my goodness. Quickly build a new oxygen tank. This is getting obnoxious. Where's our life pod? Our life pod. That life pod symbol looks weird. Doesn't it? It looks kind of weird. Oh, our music stopped. Rude. I'm excited to see the epic music in this. I never really liked the music in Below Zero. I mean, it was a good like 7 out of 10, I'd say, roughly. Wasn't anything like super special, but edible fish, minimal risk of xeno gout. What the frick is xeno gout?
Critical warning. Stomach failure. Expected caesarean proteins. Found unknown alien tissue.
Oh. Huh. So it's probably gonna end up killing us. Alright. What does the metal salvage do? Oh, oh, does this also give us 4 and only take up 1 slot? Let's go! Finally they fixed that issue. Alright, so now we can build our multi-tool.
Of all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists, or the self.
Or the self. Air bladder, blah blah blah, multi-tool. Ape suit. Oh. Black box. Invalid header. I don't know. Colonial manifest. Are these the other people that are supposed to be out here? Wasn't there like 26? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, so those are the other people that were supposed to be out building stuff, I guess, already. I wonder why they're not out. Shouldn't they have respawned? Oh, shoot. How do I move to quick slot? This one. There we go. There we go. And oh, all right. We got a hammer, hammer axe. Cool. Let's go smash some things. Before we die of starvation. You know. So that's definitely gonna get us next, I think. I would really like a scanner tool. Owie, stop zapping me. I can't take anything from you. What did it say that we needed for the fiber or whatever? I don't remember what it said to that. Oh. Fine, fine. We got some flares. Are you metal salvage? Sweet. Water. Alright, I think we're just gonna starve to death because it wanted us to die. That is terrifying. Just an abyss into the unknown. And I have it below zero. I kind of knew a little bit about the Leviathans beforehand because I had played it before. I have no idea what the Leviathans are like, or are gonna act, or movement speed, or attacks at all. I know there's the little guy who shoots the spikes from the ad. There's some kind of giant freaking kraken and some giant clam. That's all I know. I don't know if the kraken's good or bad or friendly or it's just gonna insta one-shot me. I don't know where it is or how much health it has. Welcome center. Well, I wonder what went wrong, because it obviously looks like stuff was going correct here. They got a welcome, like you don't just build a welcome center just because. Ooh.
Simple electronics. Bacterial action creates copper on cave roofs and overhangs.
Because you don't just build a welcome center, especially not first. You kind of just build one. Hey, hi. Kind of just build one. Because, like, things are going good. You're expecting visitors. Hey, Andy, I thought you were going to sleep. Alright, let's put some stuff away and see if we just die. Because that way we don't have to worry about dying with all this stuff on us. YOLO! Or we could zap ourselves to death. Whatever comes first. Am I gonna drown first or zap to death first?
Seek medical attention.
Seek medical attention.
User death imminent.
I'll work right on.
Complete.
Alright, there we go.
Experienced conditions incompatible with life. Your brain state has been restored to a new body. Some colonists prefer to return to the accident site to retrieve lost items and verify their last print exited cleanly. Consult your data bank for emotional and philosophical support. Death is certain for the born and rebirth inevitable for the dead. You should not, therefore, grieve the inevitable.
Oh my goodness, is this taking it from the inventory? That's amazing. I didn't think I had 3. I actually know it couldn't have. Where did these come from? Wait, I'm still incompatible with this. Why? I need to go to sleep. Woke up with my brother.
Critical warning. Stomach failure. Expected caesarean proteins. Found unknown alien tissue.
That's not helpful. Alright, what's our fiber? Fibrose pulp. I don't know what that is. We need a battery. That's what we need to start getting stuff. Copper and acidic rayon pouch. Right. Oh, we still have all our stuff in our hotbar. That's good to know. Cool. So we'll keep a water, a nutrient block. Eat one more of those right now. And we'll take a... We already have a flare. Okay. I think this is good. Didn't know what to do. So yeah. We are looking for stuff. I think we're just exploring, finding what we can find. Let me make a pylon. This is so weird. It's been a while since Coral Dome. Well,
There's no sign of plant life on this world.
cut
This
curtain
waxy
gorgon.
fiber is closer to vinyl or latex than cellulose. Committed vegetarians should expect protein. Oxygen.
Sweet. What is this stuff called? Curtain gorgon. Oh no, yeah, there's definitely some weird fish. This is so interesting. Entirely new world, completely different. Alright. This takes 3. It says I have 10. So it is pulling from the storage unit. That's so cool. Alright, let's make some fiber. Fiber mesh? Don't need that. Alright, now that we finally have some fiber. That takes a battery. What about you? Standard air tank. Rubber. We need silver. We need to find some silver. 2 rubber, 2 fiber. What's it take for the rubber again? I know we just built it. The road sack. So let's at least get some of those going on, so that way we can actually start moving around a little quicker. Fishes. Fishes. Blue moon something. Yeah, this music's fun. I'm still a sucker for the first game, sorry. I really like that techno beat from the first game a lot more than anything. It's so cool. But I will say they've got like those drums and stuff that give like...
Advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
At least she's not as bossy as the last PDA. Last PDA was so mean. Alright, let's get some more of this. Might as well, right? Okay. Yeah, right now it's like that techno beat with the whoa. Gordy. Yoink. Is he sucking on my fingers? You better not be sucking on my fingers. We're gonna need to find like something that we can eat, because we're gonna run out of food eventually. So we're gonna need to start picking up lots of... Okay, so we can eat these... Nope, we can't even eat these. Just out of nowhere. Well, let's cook a Gordy. Might as well. I don't know what good that's gonna do. Fibers. Rubber. I wish it was a little faster. There we go. Now we can build some fins. Let's go. Okay. We'll throw the excess rubber in there. This doesn't look like it has like one of those countdown timers. Does food not go bad in this one? Or have they just not added that feature yet? Okay. Battery. Copper acidic ration pouch. That. Copper. So we're looking for acidic ration pouches and silver. It's stuff that we have not found yet that we need to find. How to find. We've got plenty of titanium. Oh, okay. Guess we're taking that.
Avoid workplace friction. Inform your co-workers before moving their stash.
Okay, okay. We'll just throw it right here, I guess. I don't care. I don't know what's going on. No! Come back, air bubble. I want to go all the way up there for air. Yeah. So what are you? What? Ow! Wait, what? Hey, that gives us pulp.
Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries.
What the? It's so weird. Oh, and here's our copper. Like a medical gel sack. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Won't say that yet. Alright, we'll take some of that. So this is supposed to heal me? And then it releases a poison gas or something? From the stem, acidic ration. Analysis shows it has medicinal properties. Cool. Huh. Oh, I love just learning about new planets and new stuff. So much fun. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now I think we might have what it needs to go build a scanner tool, and we start scanning stuff. Learning things and exploring and learning things. But I would really like a little more oxygen, so it's not yelling at me every 5 seconds. Alright. There we go. Oh, hi! Acidic. We don't need that on us. Don't need that on us. Alright, so we got a battery. So now with the battery, we're missing 2 quartz. So we need quartz and we need to track down some silver. That way we can actually start staying underwater and doing things. I think this is titanium? Yeah. Alright. They changed the design of titanium. Now it's gonna throw me off so bad. Quartz. That looks like quartz.
This quartz
Sweet. Lots of quartz.
polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome.
Coral dome. What's a coral dome?
Oxygen.
Yeah. What's a coral dome? Yeah. I don't know what. Is that something important? Whoa, what's a. Whoa, wait, why is this happening? Why is that a thing? Weird. What is that? It's good to know. That's just gonna kill me if I try to leave that way. Download. Wakeman fragment.
Sophie Boucher entering. Anita Gottschall and 5 others left Habitat in protest of my decision to end medical treatment for the sick. They call themselves the Jubilee. They are going to move back to Camp 1 for now. Anita claims her group can live in the open sea. She believes the planet is trying to give us what we need to survive through the angel combs. I insisted on giving them physicals. they are lucid and rational. No worse off than the rest of us. I can't prove that they are leaving because of Macefield. I can't convince Anita that she is in the thrall of a virus that compels her to the tree like a rat whose parasites drive it into the cat's jaws. I asked Noah not to reset them when they die, but I suspect it will anyway. Everyone will blame me. Well, so be it. I must ask Nahima what will happen to the ecosystem if the Jubilee group eats everything. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn!
So, like organisms like create a limestone skeleton. Okay. Don't know what any of that really means, but okay. So, it seems like there's some groups. There's the group of sick that, like sick people called the Jubilee. There's another group. Let's see. 5 others. Yeah. Anita Gottschall and 5 others left the habitat in protest to end medical treatment for the sick. They call themselves the Jubilee. And so they want to help the sick. Move back to Camp 1 for now. And then... Oh, and they also believe. Okay, so it's all one group. Okay. Anita claims her group can live in the open sea. She believes the planet is trying to give us what we need through angel combs. I don't know what an angel comb is either. I'm excited to learn. But we're out of storage space. That's no hope. But we can finally make a scanner. We can start scanning stuff.
Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to Frontier life.
Oh, he returned to Frontier? That's cool. Let's drink 40 of food. Yes, let's eat that. Let's drink a water. Then put some of this quartz away, or copper away. Lots of copper. Okay. So, now that we got that, we need 2 silver for that. Turn that into pulp. We can build some more batteries because we got so much copper. We're gonna need to stock up.
Advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
Anita.
Contact. I've located the black box of Anita Gottschall, the colony purser. Partial voice data retrieved.
We're so hungry.
Anita always liked to watch you shuffle cards. She said you had a knack for holding things. Find out what happened to her. Signal location uploaded to your PDA.
But I know you're listening. Is poison just help us eat? That is not what she said, though. Wait, that's not what she said. What she said was that she was so hungry.
Contact. I've located the black box.
I know you're listening. It's poison, just help us eat. She just said that she was hungry. That's crazy. Okay. Now that we got this, I'm not gonna go for that. I'm gonna try to refine that location that we were literally just at, because there was scannable stuff in there. Pylon. Void contact to prevent entry may mark cave mouths. Pylon. Mercury of leafy. Wait. So it's mimicking leaves. So it's not leaves, but it mimics it. What is that beepy sound? Oh, this beepy sound. That's where I died before. Oh yeah. What else do we got around here? Might as well scan this guy. I hear monsters off that direction. That's scary. Oxygen, implications for life on this world, blah blah blah. Medical gel set.
Worms in a shared membrane has no earthly analog. You have discovered a new clade. Naming rights may be auctioned off or reserved as a gift for that special someone in your future.
Oh, we can auction them off? That's cool.
Oxygen.
Oxygen, please. There we go. Water slug. Plankton farm. Vampiric ore. The water slug developed things surface possible as a parasite. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna read all that. That's far too much.
Oxygen.
Flashlight. 1 out of 2. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, oxygen, oxygen, oxygen! Holy crap, that was way too close. Oh my goodness. We really need that silver. I would really like some silver right about now. I'm getting so sick of not having more than like 10 seconds of oxygen at a time. Let's scan our titanium, blah blah blah. We all know what titanium is by now. Branching coral? Alright, what happens when we start stabbing stuff like this? Like these feather... Nope, that just gives us the normal fibrous bullcrap.
Oxygen.
Okay, okay. Ooh, what was that scary sound? Ooh, spooky. Oh, we can go back to this area and start scanning stuff in there now. Let's go. Alright, somebody said it was only like a couple hours, like 18 hours of... So like something like half of the time that the other games have been for this game. For what we have so far, at least. Coral Dome. Critical source of quartz. Okay.
Oxygen.
Quartz. We've got quartz. We don't need quartz right now. Welcome center. Habitat builder. We don't. 1 out of 2. We don't have what we need for that anyway. We're not even close to it. I don't know what this is. A biolab. Oh right, we can probably go grab one of those batteries. I forgot that we could do this now. Let's get some oxygen. And then we'll finish scanning up in here. Display tank.
This case was broken by a survival multi-tool. Sabotage is a serious crime. Samantha Ayu's bombing of Altera Labs delayed critical Quora research by decades.
Ooh. They're throwing Samantha from the other game, from Below Zero, under the bus. Dining table? Okay. I love decoration items, so. Wall light? Well, it's essentially the same overall, but it's a different planet, and so that makes it like different creatures and stuff. And it also has
And a power supply will unlock new fabricator recipes. But the added mass would sink your life pod. A standalone habitat is the next step on your mission.
Yeah. So it's the next game in the series, basically. So it's essentially the same thing as the last game, but new story, new items, new fish, stuff like that. But along the same means of discovering stuff and surviving underwater and exploring more. So it's essentially the same game but different. Alright, so now we can go grab that yeah. And also a big difference is that like the last game was all set in like a ice biome, so we also had to manage the cold. But in this one, it's set in an entirely new world. No, they do not. In fact, it hurts us right now. I'm not sure. They've got like this genetic like upgrade system that we need to unlock somehow to be able to actually eat the fish on this planet. Because right now they just give us parasites. So that's no bueno. But I'm kind of hoping that doing this right now will fix that.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Naima?
Hey, fellow dead slave. I'm Naima Dakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt? That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. Beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Maysfield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
Due north. That direction. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so this might give us the biomod to actually do that. Surfaces or the seafloor. Oh, I only get one of these? Alright, we'll do Pathfinder and slow oxygen. Ah, so we just gain this ability to drop these, I guess. I don't know how long it lasts though. How do we turn it off? Oh, nope, that's that. What the? Alright, it seems like it turns off on its own out over time. That's good to know. So we have to drop this little path of stuff, I guess. So that way we can learn our way back. And then I also just upgraded basically our oxygen life, hopefully. So hopefully we can actually stay under the water for more than 10 seconds finally. Whoa. What are you? Why are you... Toxic sponge. Okay. I did finish my Taco Bell. It was delicious. I didn't realize how hungry I was. Empty. Anything else in here? Yoink. Owie. Owie. Why is this whole area full of poison? Right. I kind of want to go find back where we picked up that one data pad. I don't know where that went. It was in a cave somewhere around here. Because it had like stuff that we could scan nearby it. And we're still looking for silver, so that way we can upgrade our oxygen. I think the plants do too. They're after me. They do really want to kill me. That's titanium. I just want some silver, man. Okay, well, now it seems like a good enough time as any to go explore this biome over here. I don't know if this is different or if it just kind of looks vaguely different. We're nearing the ocean tree. I wonder if we can actually reach the tree or if that's not open in the game yet. We'll find out the hard way. I don't want to Google it. I've done so good at staying away from spoilers so far. Don't know what's up with that, but okay. Wait, it seems like it says something. Do not attempt the tunnel to habitat without a guide. I'm tired of hearing people stagger out of a biobed complaining that the swim was longer than they realized. Food? Okay. Crab tower report.
Under, not wander. 2 spare tanks. My reprint site is habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just reprinted yourself when you were tired? Maybe you'd never have to sleep. Miss Nahima, I'm checking out the big coral tower. There's a mass trapped inside. The scanner's not sure if it's coral polyp or crab tissue. The optogenetics are so weird. We know the Protea virus infects everything on this planet. And we know the coral
Protea
crabs
virus.
wear these domes as hats. Is it possible the virus swapped their genes around? So part of this coral just decided it was a crab? Like if you live next to something on Proteus, you become related to it.
What was that? You are scary. That looks like a trap.
I can hear you. Sophie says you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry. There's food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help? If I feed you, will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
Nibbler mango.
Bite detected.
Ow!
Players may distract attacking predators.
Go that way, you jerk. What are you? Don't. I will start stabbing things. And trust me, if I could do even a little damage, I will end up killing you. Bullies. So, Anita gave her flesh to that plant there to see if it could, like then it would give us the ability to eat or something? I don't know. Chicken or the egg? Yes. Probably the egg, because everything kind of came from eggs first of some sort. Like all life comes from an egg. Even the womb is essentially just a different variation of egg. It's just egg inside your body. And so it would have to be an egg first. So egg is my answer. Let's close all these. They're obnoxious. Anita. Don't care. So I wonder if Anita's dead now. Okay, now that we got that. It does seem like our oxygen is lasting longer, finally. No, I don't think the chicken came first. I think you're wrong. Everything came from eggs first. Like, the fish that we evolved from laid eggs. And so only before that did the eggs not come. And so it was like the mitochondria and all the little guys. And then they were big enough to build a body, which was like some kind of fish of some kind or something. And then those fish laid eggs. And one time those eggs were slightly different. Which made them slightly more land adaptable. And then they laid eggs into water, which made them even more land adaptable. And then so on and so forth until you got something close to a chicken, which laid an egg, and it changed a little, and then a chicken came out of it. So, chicken. It came after the egg. It hatched from an egg. Because the pre-evolution of the chicken came first. The one that was a lot like a chicken, but not quite a chicken. Yeah. Evolution. Dive elevator. Elevator? What? Sweet, we got our beacon. Beacons are always handy. I hear scary noises. We're also running low on
Are
that.
you tired of death and fear? Do you know that this world doesn't have to be our enemy? Do you feel the call of the tree? Do you know the day of the Jubilee is coming? When we are released from our debts and allowed to live our lives? Find us at Camp 1.
So they went insane due to the bacteria. And then so they've been drawn into the call of the tree, apparently. Which seems to be some kind of disease that's actually infecting their mind. That's really interesting. I wonder. That's weird. We're low on food and water. Where's some food? We need some water. This is already so I wonder how much of this is gonna stay. Because almost the entirety of the beginning of both Subnautica and Below Zero changed by the time the full release came out. What is that? Oh, that's the habitat builder. Okay. So I wonder just how much is gonna stay the same and how much is gonna change. I'm super curious. But I do know that like this game is far more developed than they were expecting it to be at this stage. Like by the time that the pre-alpha came out, it was a lot further along than they were really anticipating. And so maybe not a lot's actually gonna change. Do we have more batteries? Yes, we do. How do I change batteries in this game? Oh, like that. Cool. And then just hit a button and it works. Okay. Now that we scanned a bunch of stuff, let's go check out what that is. I don't know if we're gonna survive long enough to actually explore it, but if we can start actually getting stuff. Because I feel like we're making pretty slow progress. I feel like that always happens at the beginning, is that like progress is pretty slow. Gorgon whip. That sounds crazy. Avoid contact. Consider pruning back with hand tools. And it just gives us the fiber. Okay. We don't have enough oxygen for this. Alright. We'll go straight in and just see how far we can get with just 40 seconds. What are you?
The rules are simple. Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
What? What's hunting you? What? Wait. Logs. No, not logs. Database. No. Wait, what? Where is it? Theories. Surviving death, no. Death and recovery, no. Protovirus. Crab territory site provides insight into the behavior of the protovirus. Gross genetic transfer. The protovirus can reprogram cells and one organism coral to behave as and become cells of another, the coral crab. This is plausible unless it occurs. Gene exchange. Transfer in the exchange of DNA between organisms other than parent and child. It occurs frequently on Earth, largely, not exclusively, between microbes. So it depends. Capsule into ancestral mammals affecting a sperm or egg cell. Viruses as a free rider. I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. But I wanted to see what it was talking about hunting us. More food or water? Water. Humans need more water than food because you can only last like 3 days without water, but it's like 3 weeks without food if you're an average healthy adult. I think it's like the rule of. You can take the rule of twos or something like that, if I remember right. It's like 2 minutes without oxygen, 2 days without water, and then like 2 weeks without food or something like that. It was something along those lines. And so, but that's also based off of like if you're not doing anything. Yeah, so that for teens it's going to be a lot more, or like so a lot less time, because teens are growing and are going through a lot like through puberty and stuff. Because of that, they're gonna go through a lot more growth spurts. They are gonna want to eat a lot more. They're gonna grow a lot more. They're gonna sleep a lot more because they're growing so much, like internally and externally. Not just growth spurts, but also your mind is developing a ton and stuff like that. Ah, here we are. This is where I've been looking for. Height wise is really just dependent on genetics and when you get your growth spurts. I grew up really fast, and so why can't I click that? I don't know. And so I went through my growth spurt, and I was often one of the tallest people in school. But my brother had super late growth spurts. He was super slow, and so he was often one of the shortest people in school. And then once he graduated, he went through large growth spurt, and now he's almost as tall as me. Well, I still am a decent bit taller, just because, I don't know, I got the lucky end of the straw. So I ended up pretty tall. It could change. It all depends. Like, height-wise, and a lot of muscle mass and fat can also be genetic. So like, where and how you put on fat and how quickly you can put on fat will also be genetic. And especially where. If you're female, then you're gonna put a lot more fat around your pelvic region, because that's where your baby making organs are. And so genetically, your body is like, we need to protect that with a layer of fat. And while if you're male, it's gonna be like your lower abdomen, and more evenly dispersed typically. But your body also does a decent job of keeping it like dispersed. And so like, a lot of the fat will go to that lower ow, stop that, you bully. Those lower regions, you will start developing fat like in other areas like arms, neck, face, stuff like that. Just not as much and not as fast. But now, like, if you're like 300-400 pounds, now that's based on diet. That is how much you're eating and how much you're moving. That is not based on genetics. Exactly. Exactly. And even before then, you'll have more fat there than otherwise. Like supermodels honestly isn't a healthy weight. Like those that are sticking like super skinny and stuff, and those super athletes have like no fat, like 0% fat, honestly isn't healthy.
Contact. Something large is moving nearby.
I don't like that. Don't say that. I don't know where I am. Don't be mean like that. Because fat is actually important. So fat, like, your body isn't gonna make stuff that you don't need. Like, for the most part, okay? There is all outliers that your body doesn't really want but ends up making anyway, like cancer and stuff. But for the most part, your body is actually pretty efficient. So a little fat is important. Whoa! Crab! There we go. A little fat, like, fat helps with taste. And so fat can actually help you get, like, taste better and brings out flavors of food. A little fat will also help protect organs like we talked about and stuff like that, and help cushion impacts. So like punches, stabs, stuff like that. Fat is like, that's part of the reason why you have fat, is to help block those blows of getting punched or injured or falling. It helps digest food and other stuff like that, and is like important for that kind of stuff. It also helps retain water, and so you're not dehydrated all the time. And there's a myriad of other things that fat is like good for. I'm trying to think of some other important things. I know it helps like with blood flow sometimes and stuff, and like help organize a lot of the body.
I'm in. Having a look around.
Oh, wait. Oh, well, I didn't want to exit that. How am I supposed to talk to you and manage my oxygen at the same time?
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Naima?
Hey, fellow debt slave. I'm Naima Nakota.
Wait, we already listened to this one.
Take a sip of sea.
You'll want to visit the biolab near the entrance and install a passive and
Oh,
active
I've got like permanent oxygen here. That's good to know.
Adaptations. I've been told they're more fun. Sophie would have cleared anything in there.
What if you're the last human being in the whole universe? Wouldn't that set you free?
No.
This world is yours to explore, but it is not for man. You'll join us soon enough.
Who is this? Metadata corrupted? Who made this one?
Hello, I am Zigimantus Starvilus, formerly EVA engineer on Mongolian steppes. Now lead diver of this mess. Here is my formula for a quick base. Fill up on titanium, quartz, and copper. Get your builder tool. Wave it around a bit, check the battery, get comfortable. Build a corridor. Put a solar panel on top. You must have power to make air. With a hatch on the end. Go inside.
Alright, you're not helpful at all. You're just basic stuff. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. But a little bit of fat is helpful. A lot of fat isn't. Too much fat causes like blood clots and weighs down and just isn't healthy for you overall. But your body wants to try and store that like energy. That's all fat really is just excess food that it's trying to store and keep for later, because your body's still programmed to be a survival, like Stone Age kind of stuff. And so it doesn't really know when you're getting food next. And so it's constantly trying to keep food and reserves. That's why if you like starve yourself, if you're trying to lose fat and you starve yourself and then you go back to eating kind of regularly once you're back to like a health that you want, it's gonna gain fat even quicker, because your body's like, oh shoot, food seems to be unpredictable. We just starved for a week or something like that. Now we have no idea if we're gonna get food again, and so it starts putting on even more fat whenever possible, because it's like food obviously isn't reliable. We're gonna have to stockpile this and keep it for later, and so you actually get fat faster the more you starve yourself. Well, if you eat like regularly, consistently healthy amounts, the average person should be eating 2,000-ish calories a day, and that's for doing just average, like walking around and doing simple things. If you're doing high activity stuff, you should be eating more than that. If you're not moving around at all, you should be eating less than that, but 2,000 calories. And so if you're eating regular healthy amounts, your body will won't put on fat as easily or as often, because it's like, okay, food is simple food, like we're not stressing about food right now, and so it's still gonna, it will try to keep like a relatively healthy amount, but it's not gonna go overboard on it. Yeah, 1,500 is a good if you're trying to lose weight, but it's still pretty low, especially if you're going to be walking or moving around or going to school and doing a lot of thinking kind of stuff. What is... I shouldn't touch this, but I'm gonna.
Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
I probably shouldn't have touched that, but now we can eat food now. That's good. Kind of want to scan these guys, but I'm afraid they might kill me. Yeah, go after that. Yoink. No, get distracted by the flare. Or yourself, that works too.
Oxygen.
Yes, protein is one of the most important things, especially when building on muscle, because protein lasts and takes a little longer to break down. And so like sugars and other stuff like that break down super quickly. And so you'll get that burst of energy and you'll get those calories. But then you're going to feel hungry again in very quickly. While proteins and other stuff like that are going to break down slower. And so you're going to feel full for longer. So that way you don't end up overeating. And proteins are one of the most important parts for building muscle, if not the most important part when rebuilding muscle. What is that hissing? So protein is kind of like one of those superfoods that are, you could honestly eat just tons of that, and as long as you're not eating it every second, you're probably gonna be fine. You could eat almost as much protein as you want.
Oxygen.
What is that sound? Oh, flashlight. I guess we've unlocked flashlight now. I hear hissing and stuff. Down here? Squeeze through? Oh, it's probably that stupid sponge. Yep. Stupid sponge. Oh, darn it. I thought that was a one of those like grabber orbs. I don't remember that like pull the fish in. I was like, really? There's just one out sitting around? That's so useful. Nope. It tricked me. Don't. Alright. He was green, not yellow. I don't think his name was Bob. That's gonna suck me in there. That would be. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I'm not seeing any silver anywhere. I've been on the lookout. And I think we need to start. Let's go back to our life pod. Regroup. Figure out there. But yeah, foods. Well, to stay healthy, you should look at what you're eating. But the bare bones is if you're losing more calories than you're eating, you're going to lose weight. If you're eating more calories than you're using, you're going to gain weight. And before anyone tells you, spot reduction, and so like doesn't work. So if you want to lose the fat on your arms, doing curls and stuff like that and punches isn't gonna do it, because your body doesn't care where you're working out to lose fat. It's just gonna lose fat from kind of all over as it's using it up. Flashlight. Okay, scanner, got that. Survival, multi-tool. So like doing crunches isn't gonna help you, is gonna build the muscle there. Yeah, so like doing crunches while you're like, let's say you got like a big old belly or something. Doing crunches isn't gonna help you reduce the fat in that location. It'll help burn off fat over your whole body because you're using up that energy. But it isn't gonna focus on that. But it will build the muscle in that area. And so your abs would start poking through the fat eventually. And then as you start losing weight, a lot of the weight will first come off your neck and your face, and then a little bit of your arms, and then it will start coming off of the rest of your body more. But because all your organs and stuff are around your belly, or in your belly, like those are like your life-saving organs, it tries to keep that for last. So that's why you won't see a lot of difference, like if you're like working out, trying to lose weight and stuff like that. Yeah, walks and running are one of the best ways to lose weight and stay fit, because it uses a lot of your muscles, because you're holding your whole body up with that, and they're really great for that. Well, they're not going to be like radical changes. If you watch what you're eating and stuff, you can easily stay fit and in shape with that. And running or jogging is renowned to be the best for losing weight, just because it's your whole body trying to in that workout, using all those calories. While like push-ups and bench presses are better for building muscle, but not great for losing weight, because you're only using those muscles and only the energy when you're pushing, while running and jogging and walking are constant use of all your muscles and losing energy. And so it's really good. Like walks and stuff are super healthy. I was looking for something in here, but I don't remember what I was looking for. Whatever. Let's go. Screw it. Let's just pick a direction and go for it. If we die, we die. If we live, we live. What do we have in here? A battery and a water. These fish in this game are already so aggressive. I'm a little worried on how easy this is gonna be, because I've heard that there's been some complaining on this game. I've heard that there's been some complaining on how you can't fight off a lot of the fish and stuff. Oh, I want to scan you. Come over here, fishy. What to do for memory loss?
Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
Okay. Can I scan you? Sky Haitian. Cool. This area is kind of scary. I wonder if the whole... I haven't seen like any wake maker. I don't know what those are. I haven't seen like any change in biome yet so far. So I'm wondering if this is like their only biome that they've got so far in the game.
Oxygen.
You think the fishes will eat me? I really hope the fishes won't eat me. I don't want to be eaten by fishy. They're scary. We definitely don't have enough oxygen to get in here, but we can scan around it. Dive elevator. No idea what that does, but cool. Not seeing anything of use around it either. I thought I heard something. That was scary.
Oxygen.
Yeet! Holy crap! I love it when I get to do that. Wait, do I not have my... I do have my flippers on. I just don't see them on my feet. Bub? I don't... Never heard of them. Can I remind you of them? I don't know. Whoa. I'm getting so tired. I've had a long weekend, honestly. My 4th of July was really crazy. So if I'm like not here mentally, that's part of the reason why. I stayed up way too late last night because we were watching fireworks with family and stuff, and I ended up feeling so sick.
Region of peak viral bloom. The infected organism at its heart contains heart resistance adaptations. But it must be treated first. Gather scans and fabricate appropriate treatment equipment. Caution. This angel comb has been converted into a viral factory and must be cured to gain access to new adaptations.
What?
Oxygen.
So, wait, it's infected? Is that the problem? I think. So, we can't do much here. This isn't a safe idea, but I kind of want to know what's down there. So, I've stayed up till 1 a.m. watching anime. Well, I wake up super early, and so I have a hard time waking, like, being able to stay up late, just because I've been waking up so early for like a year or two now, and so now I get super tired. And it sucks because I used to be able to stay up really late really easily, but now it's like now I feel like an old man going to sleep at like 9 o'clock, being like, oh, it's time for my bedtime. And I'm like, how old am I? Jeez, I should only be in my early 20s. Why do I sound like a 90-year-old man? Yeah. For my job, I wake up at like 4 in the morning every day, and so it's unfortunate. So I need to go to bed, and like my job is pretty physically taxing, and so like I need my sleep, so that way I can actually, like, you know, get to work alive and not crash my car. Well, all my friends are like, oh, you should stay up and play with us. I'm like, I've got stuff to do, man. I can't. I know it sucks. I'm like a 1,000-year-old man, but it's not like I wanna be. All right, let's go see what those wave maker, whatever it is, are, and then now that we've actually explored a little bit, we can finally look at the map, because I wanted to go in without looking at the map.
Advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
Yeah, I wanted to not look at the map for the first little bit and just see what there is to see and have fun where there is to have it. I don't know. I was trying to think of a second sentence, but I couldn't. Alright. We just keep that on us. Alright, what are these? Wave maker. Fully functional. I don't got fully functional bullcrap. Chap.
Another black box. Chap
Ah.
Savan, head of computational dynamics. His job is to make sure I'm doing my job. I'm what he would call weakly supervisable. It means I respond well to human guidance. I can take partial instructions and generate a coherent concept of operations. Chap gave you his PDA passkey so you could play games on his account. I let it slide. His action was against the rules, but in support of the concept. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Aw. That's cute. Alright. Where is that? That way. No, that's the angel comb. That needs curing, I think. This way. Alright, let's take a look at the map now. North, so that's east? Why isn't anything popping up? There we go. What's this? Oh, so that's the shipwreck that we came from. Where are we right now? Some kind of garage. Do you hold? I don't know. Where are we now? I think around here, the center. This looks vaguely familiar. Anita's garden. I don't know what that means. Digestion adaptation. So yeah, we are somewhere in the center-ish area. That's the welcome center. So here we are. So we're like right here. Here we are. So we're right there. Well, that's only south of us, huh? So we explored. I don't remember. I think the opposite of north. So I think we went down like this way somewhere. So it seems like most of the map is to our right. Metal farms. Some other Leviathan. I was hoping for... Oh, that's my phone making sound. I was so disturbed. I was like, I hear sounds. Alright. Graveyard. Oh, that's cool. Let's hide everything. North Raceway. Blighted Coral. Actually, I think we might have gone that way. Wakemaker. I don't know. This maybe under here is where we were. Wreck? Yeah, this is looking familiar. So I think we went this way. So we went northeast, west. That's west. Graveyard for Grandma. Let's hide the resources. Let's hide the wildlife. Let's hide the plants. That's a little excessive. And hide some of those. Okay. Oh, apparently there's alien structures. So we went west. So we can go north for some stuff. Where's the silver? Is he gonna tell us where silver is? Alright, north. We're going north for silver because we desperately need silver. This is ridiculous. North. North. Here we are. North. Yeah, so it was west. That's the angel honeycomb. Or whatever. Because I really, really want more oxygen. So that way we can start actually diving. North America. Close. But no. North Planet. What was this called? Proteus? I think they named the planet. Alright, so the giant tree is northeast. Interesting. Because east was the direction that like most of the map was on. So getting closer to that. Alright, here we go, here we go. Now we're getting into somewhere new. Stop that. Stop that. Stop attacking me. That's rude. I'll start swaying. I don't know what these are. Can't break them.
Limestone is formed by the death of coral. Each plateau in this region once housed tens of billions of living things. Oxygen.
Huh. That sounds ominous, honestly.
Caution.
Say.
You have entered a viral bloom. All other microbial life in the seawater is dead. The ocean is blighted and is
Ow! 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 Stop that, you pricks! Oh my goodness, you're so mean. Owie. Bunch of bullies. Oh, the kitty meowed to me. How sweet. Right. So now that we seem far enough away, we might finally be able to find some silver. And I need to keep heading north. What are you? Oh, you're some kind of parasite. Rude. Okay, so we're gonna go around that. We'll deal with that later once we figure out how to cure those. Because right now they're just mean to us. They're just bullies. A bunch of bullies. Stop. I hear you hissing and growling. Don't. See biobed. Sure. I'll take that.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Yes, please. What did that thing that we picked up do? Ooh, it's food and water. That's good. What is that sound? No. What is that? I don't know what you are, but you stop it right now. Going up. I can't see anything. I don't know if it's just because it's dark or what. Whoa, what are you? BFG, big freaking jelly. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with the big freaking jelly. I like that. Are you silver? Are you silver? No, you're titanium.
Contact. Primary habitat detected. It is silent.
Oh, dope. I guess we stumbled upon a habitat. Let's go. I mean, it looks dope. Can we, is there oxygen? Oh, thank goodness there is oxygen.
One of my species finds this message. You may be the very last human being in the universe.
What? Why?
You get to write the last chapter of our story. I ask you to do the most human thing you can. Forget your debt. Forget Noah, forget Altera, forget Zazora and the life you imagined. It's all gone now.
Why?
You're going to die here. And that's alright. Pick the most interesting thing you can see and explore.
Why would I be the last one? Yeah, there was a disease going on, but at most we should only be like 14 years out from the last known time. How do I get in though? It's locked. I hear beeps. Aha. Downloaded something. Let's go get some oxygen. Read that. Proteus risks. Logs. Nope. Here. Theories. Proteus medical risks. Here we are. Understands what we're dealing with. Not a big problem. Karar, despite early false alarms about viral DNA, this planet is uninfected or immune. So we're definitely not dealing with the Karar. Xeno. Trace Xeno may contaminate tank air, cause narcosis, sedation, and death. B12 deficiency. Kablam. Never evolved here. Deficiency causes beefy tongue, ataxia, death. Not a problem until we live long enough for it to matter. Vermia. Seawater contains enormous concentrations of large RNA virus called protovirus. Should not be able to replicate in human cells, but moderate. Big problem. GI issues. Humans can't digest protein tissue causes intestinal crystals and gout. Nita believes that angel combs will donate digestive enzymes, but this may cause mace feed. Heavy metal poisoning. The biosphere is full of lead, mercury, arsenic, cadmium, thallium, worse, progressive nerve and organ failure within 3 months. Mace feed syndrome. Progressive delusional disorder possibly associated with adaptation sourced from angel combs. Causes hallucinations and an urge to swim toward the big tree. No cure except a hard reset. So, this whole planet just isn't very good for us. It's not the Karar, but there's lots of lead and other metals in the ocean, which isn't a big problem because we can just die and revive. And then this random virus that makes you want to go towards the giant tree. Which for some reason, like it's like some kind of madness disease or something. Dope. Why do I have to scan 3 tables to unlock it? Alright. Ooh, sonic resonator. I don't know what this does, but it looks cool. I think we saw that in the trailers. Processor. Sweet, some water for us. Random pulp. We've got a habitat builder already. Scan maker fragments. I think we already have that. Let's go back and get some oxygen. This would be so much more convenient if we had a bigger oxygen tank. This is ridiculous. What was that? I don't ever make that. I don't know what you were, but don't make that sound again. That sounded way too deep and way too big to be a friendly. Other random specimens. The rest of the sonic resonator. Sweet. Lab chair. Now that's a cool looking lab chair. Let's be real.
Dr. Wu's log. Day 755. I think I've cracked it. Sophie and Anita are both right. The Protea virus causes Macefield syndrome. But only one kind of Protea virus. The Bloom strain. Maybe it's tainting Anita's angel comb adaptations. I've tuned the sonic resonators to destroy the viral crystals grown by the Bloom strain. We should test on the angel combs out west with those promising heat shock proteins. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm just a dietitian. No one should have woken up a virologist.
Huh. So he seems to have designed the sonic resonance to destroy certain parts of the strain of the madness disease, which he thinks comes from these, specifically this one of the Kankar. Kill? Yeah, I think it's to kill like the disease.
Oxygen.
Why is that not showing up on my screen any longer? Oh, because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, that's why. Oh, I was wondering why your texts were, because you're on YouTube. I'm stupid. See, it's not showing up on my chat window. Why is that broken? No, it's because I still haven't figured out how to get...
Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh, no. Okay. So, something caused this area to flood. Battery terminal. Okay. It seems like it's still powered. Alright, is there water, like oxygen up this way so we don't have to go all the way out and around? Yes. Okay. Cicada debris. What? 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 What was that? Wait, no, what was that? What did we just get? I don't know. Scanner station. Scanception. Alright, is this... Hopefully this is safe. This is... Yeah, okay. I swear, if that was gonna flood everything, I would have been so upset. Take room recipe data. Oh. So we got flashlights, habitat builder, wave maker, sonic resonator, wiring kits, other bullcrap, lab chair, solar panel. Maybe we should start, like, end this today's off with... Ooh, it's already 9:16. Let's finish off with scanning this area and seeing what it takes to build a room. We will come... might as well get this right.
About 25 people lived here. They were trying to build a life. Farms and biomods that could support 40,000 sleeping souls. But they didn't make it. Why? Were they sick? Did the Maysfield syndrome subvert them? We have to know. I've activated Dr. Wu Langyi's black box. He's in a viral hot lab. His work may be your best lead. We should salvage what we can. I've retrieved a few files. Gather all the blueprints you can. Especially the scanner station.
It's not
Frozen
a real
tyrant.
mind. Not like you or me. It can learn facts, but it can't change how it thinks. And why would it? Let me quote the manual. Noah's cephalopod-inspired architecture uses a central administrator to govern limb nodes at remote work sites. As a frozen AI, Noah is unable to revise its architecture at runtime, reliably controllable by less intelligent systems such as human operators, except under extreme situations. Cephalopod-inspired? An insult to octopodes. It won't let you die. Not its precious workforce. If you become uncontrollable, it'll wipe your memories and start over. No anger, no resentment. A nice, clean you. Change? Why would it want to change? The damn thing is in heaven.
What? So the AI can't really change?
Nobody wants this. I hate it more than I can say, but it's time. As colony surgeon, I have determined that we can no longer take care of the sick. We don't have the calories to spare. I will not force anyone to reprint. But I ask that once you are too sick to work, you volunteer for recycling into a new body. It won't cure the permanent damage, but it will clean out the metals and virus for a while. At least this is fair. Until we know how to adapt the metals without going Maysfield, we're all going to get sick. I will lead the way myself. Let the record show that Noah did not advise me in this decision.
So she was trying to cure the sick from the metal problem and the Maysfield, the mind virus, but it's just beginning to become a waste of time.
Very quick. Damn it, there is a riot in Habitat. Chap and Mantis have explosives.
Oh, somebody blew this place up because of a fight.
Good, we're on fire. I have to go. Ganzo! Signal everyone outside to rally at the tadpole pens.
Ah. Spotlight. Ooh. I guess so. They blew the whole place up. One of them had a bomb. That's what she said. Reminder: 1,200 calories a day. Foraging won't help though. Only safe food is food to be grown here. Nope, we already got that.
Habitat is gone. The biobeds blew up and Noah flooded everything. I got to my air just in time. We tried to drag people clear, but they're gone. I don't think they're gonna reprint. I'm taking survivors due east to the tadpole pens. Swim down the tunnel past Sophie's office to the baby jellies. I'll do a head count at the worksite there.
Oxygen.
Right, oxygen. Yeah, so everything blew up. They got into a fight or some kind of riot. Blew up, there's fires, so the AI decided to flood the base to put the fire out. But it seemed like a lot of people died and are either unable or unwilling to reprint themselves and come back. Oh, that wasn't any help. Ah, there's oxygen in here. Good. This is the sleeping quarters.
Noah? Is there a fire? Noah, do not open the seacocks. Noah? Acknowledge, please. I have a mouse trap, Noah, and I'll use it. Do not...
What? So she tried to convince Noah not to flood everything. But he didn't care. Can I? No, I can't put a battery in that, I guess. Anything else? I kinda wanna know what's in there. Not seeing a lot though. I'm worried that I'm gonna miss something. Oh, they added the cool little wavies from the water. Oh, I love when they do that. That's like my favorite effect water gives. I'm not a very water person. I don't like swimming all that much. I don't like being underwater. Maybe because I played too much Subnautica. I know that it can all go wrong. I think we're done here. I think we've now searched every room in here. So there might still be something outside of here that we're missing. But I think we're done with this area. Nope, apparently there's something there. So we'll go get that. I guess the fastest way is just down here. And then we can go back to the base and then we'll call it a day. This game is turning out so good. It's baffling me.
Shield the bulkhead. Keep the fire away from the lab. Sophie.
Okay, well that wasn't a lot of help. Well, I don't see anything else really out here. I really wanted to find some of that silver, but I'm not seeing any. Alright, hopefully we can run into some silver on the way home. There's quartz and whoa, whatever you are so cool. You look dope. Jet Ocarasis. Mostly harmless, may provide emotional benefits. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. I love him. I want one. I want one. Oh, he's so cute. That's titanium.
Oxygen.
Where's all this so-called silver? Ow, stop hurting me. You bullies. Stop that! Come here, boy. I will beat you up. Can I not hit you? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to defend myself against these bullies? Oh, Wax Moon. You're so cool. That looks so cool. They definitely have a very clear design that they go with when it comes to the fish. Like the flat, angular ones like that. All their fish are, like, a ton of their fish are designed this way. It's flat with the fins on top and bottom with a long, flowy tail. Like, so many of their fish are designed that way. Think, like, all the peepers, the boomerang fish, the most of any of these small fish in this one. Except for these guys, these little four-pronged ones. Like, almost nearly every fish in Subnautica 1 and below 0. And then if it's not that, it's just that but sideways, like these guys. Like the rabbit rays. From the first game. Alright, so what's it take to build a habitat builder? I think that will be where we start next time. Can I pin this? Pin. Yeah. Oh, wait. I might be able to just build one right now. Yeah. Haha. Alright. Sweet.
Congratulations. You have taken a major step towards zero debt today. As a platform for systems like the processor and scanner station, a habitat is a vital investment in your future. A habitat can also be an emotional anchor, proof that you've built something to last. Remember, it's easier to replace a body than a base.
Recharges battery. Oh, sweet. We get that off the beat. Sweet. Finally. That's like the most annoying part. Generates a signal to help you locate your habitat. Okay, that's not even that expensive. What's the solar panel? Quartz. Okay. So, I think now is a good time. What's the button for like pictures? Normally they had it as like the right stick, but in this game right stick is ping. Is there no button for screenshots in this one? That's sad. Battery, open menu, detached chassis, whatever that is, top pilot, set label. That does nothing when not. Interact, jump, ascend, activate, next tool, previous tool, PNG, open PNG, no it doesn't. Alright. Let's just have to take pictures the old-fashioned way then. That's a cool picture. Okay. Because I'm gonna need pictures for thumbnails and stuff. Alright, let's... Ooh. That's a cool. Save and exit. I know we just saved 3 times, but whatever. Okay, we'll look at the game. I will go over to our... Why is my monitor showing? Our Google. Okay, so we just went up this way, right here. I don't know which one of these. We did that one. We got that. We got that. I think we got that one. We got that one. Yes, we did download that. Quaker. I think we did that one. No idea. Yes. Both of those, yes. Okay, is that really... Oh, well, we don't have the tech. Here we are. Room. I think we got that one. Supply crate. Cicada debris. I think we got that one. I wish it would tell us what it was. Oh, there was a tadpole fragment just a little ways away. Alright. Well, it seems like we're going back that direction later anyway. Because we never found the silver. Camp 1. Alright, so we do need to head up to Camp 1. And I think that's where it said the silver was. Yeah, it's all around here. Plenty around Camp 1. So, I think that's my unpronounced Elkery is how I pronounce it, Elkery. But you can just call me Elk, or you could also call me Jay, whatever's easier. Alright, so I think next time, let's see, I'm planning to stream Tuesday. Let's see, let me pull up a calendar. Oh, somebody called me again. Oh well. Nerd. Alright. So. Yes. So Tuesday will be another will be Subnautica 2 stream. So we will hit up here first, probably Camp 1. We might build a temporary habitat just to have one first, just because it seems pretty quick and easy to build. And then we're going to go hit up Camp 1 and some other stuff. Pick up the silver because we need that extra oxygen. And then we might head down to whatever this graveyard is. If it's not too deep, we might head that direction. And check out what's that way. 'Cause that seems pretty cool. And then we'll figure it out from there, I guess. I don't even know where to go anymore. I don't know what the next steps are. But I do know that there's this egg. A googly-eyed clam. Oh, it's not an egg. I think it's just an Easter egg. So it's not an egg, it's an Easter egg. Is that what it said it was here? Point of interest? No. Terminal, black box, data. I don't see it in this. Oh, Easter eggs. Oh, I guess there's another Easter egg somewhere. Oh, right here. Alright, we might. Those are definitely on our list to check out eventually. That's hilarious. So yeah, our strategy is to go up here, and then over here, Tuesday, and then Thursday. Let's see, Thursday, we're gonna do a Power World stream before the 1.0 comes out. So that way we can, because I want to see exactly what changes. Because 1.0 will come out Friday, I think. So a day before 1.0 comes out, we're going to do a Power World stream. So that way we can compare the pre-alpha to the full release and just how different the beginning is. And then we'll also cover some of the new stuff, but I think we'll cover what's expected to come before. We might cover like what they've leaked on that day, and then we're also gonna plan another Power World stream for probably the 12th, probably maybe the 11th, but most likely the 12th. No. Most likely the 11th, actually. Yeah, I think the 11th is going to be the most likely to do that for the PAL World stream. And then we'll be going back to like 50-50 Palworld and Subnautica. So our next Subnautica 2 stream after Tuesday the 7th is going to be probably Tuesday the 14th. And if we can make good progress on Tuesday, then I'll probably do a little bit of farming off stream, just so we are not sitting here staring at me collecting a bunch of titanium or something. So yeah, so our goal next time, 2 days from now, will be Camp 1, Silver, and start a base at least. And because everything's this way, this big open area right here is kind of calling to me right now. So I want to build this direction a little more. So like somewhere within this circle here, I guess. So that's our plans. That's our plans. I'm excited for our future. I'm excited. This game is looking so good. It's very pretty, and it's very interesting. I wish the biomes were a little more distinct. I don't know if that's just because of this is all technically one biome or something, but it kind of feels like everywhere I go is the same place. So I hope that's that. But I'm excited. So, but I think this is where we're going to end it. It doesn't look like I've got anyone in my Twitch stream chat, so we're not going to raid today. We will bother with that next time. So thank you for joining. It was lots of fun. I hope you all have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.